much of northern California. We're going to start off with this out of Sonoma County. Large tree there falls on this home due to some strong winds, Bodega Bay. We've had reports of winds gusting in excess of 60 miles per hour. Unfortunately, these are some of the views that are coming in now to our newsroom out of northern California, in this case out of Sonoma County. Now, in Fairfield, we had reports of gusts in Fairfield approaching 63 miles per hour. And soon after, we had this report of some trees down. This one there, you can see some trees were snapped, in this case, partly uprooted as well. And, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot, especially with some saturated ground, to do that. But when you get winds upwards of 60 miles per hour, these have been the sights and scenes across northern California today, and the number of power outages coming in over the Sacramento Valley from Sacramento County and surrounding counties. Now more than 100,000 customers without power due to high wind as a result of all of that. Now, over the last couple of hours, that's when the winds really started to pick up here. We had fairly light winds throughout much of the morning, but since about noon to 1 o'clock, those winds started to pick up quite a bit out of the south, and that's been the case here. I want to start off with live radar, though, give you an update with what's going on regarding the showers. And the steady rain, the heavy rain, has essentially lifted to our north. It was right along a warm front, and northern side of that front had light winds. That was the case across much of Sacramento County through this morning, but that front has lifted to the north in areas that haven't seen a whole lot in the way of wind yet, especially across Sutter County into Yuba County. That's starting to change now because that front is lifting to your north as we speak. And on the southern side, you get to these showers that have been breaking out here, and even thunderstorms just off the coast that we're monitoring as they make their way soon into the Bay Area, especially out by the Santa Cruz Mountains as well. And then up in the higher elevations in the Sierra, the snow, that continues to be the big story as it comes down very quickly. When it comes to winds, this is what we're seeing right now in terms of wind speeds. These are strong to damaging winds coming right through the city right now. Sacramento at Sac International gusting to 54 miles per hour, at Mather Airfield at 49 miles per hour. But in the last 20 minutes, we're still getting gusts near 60 here. So it's what's going to be taking place. You get these brief periods of strong to damaging winds, in this case in excess of 60 miles per hour. They back off a little bit, still windy nonetheless, and then you get another burst of some strong winds. And that's what's happening right now here in Vacaville and Fairfield. The winds are closing in near 60 miles per hour out of the southeast. We're getting reports of trees and power lines down all across the Sacramento County, down to San Joaquin County, back to the west into Yolo and Solana counties with these winds. You can see them coming right through, kind of channeling and funneling in right through the valley, enhanced with the Sierras and the coastal ranges, so it kind of just enhances that wind speed quite a bit. Not to mention a strong storm system that's just off our coastline that continues to intensify as it nears the center of it, nears the coast. Now, out ahead of that, you get all of these showers in place, and what we're seeing now in place across the Sierra is intensifying snowfall rates too, whereas the city of Sacramento getting at least a brief break of the heavier rain, most of that now just to the west, and it's all lifting its way to the north, but more is filling in from the south. That'll be lifting its way to the north, and when that moves through, you get these stronger bursts of wind that we'll have to watch out for. It could bring down additional trees and power lines this evening. Across the Sierra, you can see the deeper blues. That's going to be the snowfall rates as they approach 2 to 3 inches per hour. And we'll continue seeing the snowfall rates intensify, I think, over the next about 3-4 hours straight, with snowfall rates in the Sierra of 2 to 3 inches per hour. Now, when this establishes, it's going to be very difficult for crews that are maintaining the roads to keep up with snowfall rates like that. So travel extremely treacherous in the Sierra right now. And then just to our west is where we have these showers and even some rumbles of thunder. You can see some lightning strikes popping up here, some of those bands that's just off the coast. And then down to the south into Southern California, monitoring a developing serious, what could likely be a serious flooding situation in place here across essentially from Point Conception down toward the south and east, eventually toward Los Angeles, where the rain will start to continue to pick up there. But flash flood warnings now in place for Santa Barbara, especially with all that rainfall enhanced with the terrain there. Our local story in the short term is those strong winds. I think these winds are going to continue to maintain their strength at least through about 5-6 o'clock, and then slowly taper off through this evening into parts of the night. Tomorrow, breezy, but not as windy as what we have been seeing for today. Now, what we will see tomorrow are more showers in place. That will continue through the night as well. We'll have to watch out for some showers and storms this evening into tonight. Tomorrow, additional showers. Some of them could be locally heavy, and we'll see more snow that will continue to pile up through tomorrow, even into Tuesday across the Sierra. So a lot to keep track of. We'll certainly bring you additional updates coming up here again in the next half hour. So you can always check us out with our live stream. Also, CBS News Sacramento for the latest.